Let's settle down for the stories making rounds tonight. Sustainable pensions for all. That was what dominated today's celebration of May Day. Hundreds of workers defied the rains to take part in the main parade here in Accra, attended by President Akufo-Addo. We'll hear from him in a bit. First, here is Secretary General of the Trades Union Congress, Dr. Anthony Yalba, who raised concern about the non-payment of workers' social security contributions by government.
Pension analysts and actuaries are very quick to point to low salaries in Ghana as the cause of inadequate pension. So in 2017, organized labor constituted a technical committee to investigate the computation of pension benefits. The committee found that, yes, indeed, low level of pay is an important factor. But another important factor which is contributing to low pensions has to do with the way pensions are computed. So in the last 2 years, organized labor has been engaging board and management of SNCs and MPRA on the computation of social security benefits. Mr. President, I'm very pleased to inform you that we are making very good progress. Let me mention one factor which is hindering progress in our pension system, and that has to do with the huge government indebtedness to SNCs and the second-tier occupational pension schemes. We are aware that government transferred over 3 billion to public sector second-tier schemes in 2018, but that was a small step in the right direction. The truth is that government still owes SNCs and second-tier schemes millions, if not billions, of Ghana cedis. We cannot expect our pension schemes to perform effectively and efficiently if government, which is the single largest employer with over 600,000 workers on its payroll, fails to pay social security contributions. If there is any factor that can lead to the collapse of our pension schemes, it is the persistent non-payment of social security contributions by government.
Well, President Akufo-Addo in response said government was in the process of settling all arrears owed SNCs. The final payments, he said, were expected to be factored in the next budget.
Look forward to all Ghanaian workers recognizing the importance of pensions and gaining confidence in the sector. The current system gives the individual worker the opportunity to have absolute control over his or her pension through effective and transparent management. As I told you last year, over 3 billion cedis, i.e. 3.1 billion cedis of pension funds that had been outstanding for 6 years, and about which TUC had been loudly complaining, were transferred in 2017 from the Temporary Pensions Fund account, TPFA, at the Bank of Ghana to the appropriate occupational pension schemes. I'm informed that the Ministry of Finance has arranged for payment of 200 million cedis and the bond of 700 million cedis towards the retirement of the arrears owed to SNCs. This will leave arrears of 800 million cedis, which will be included in next year's budget. We will build a robust economy and a prosperous society when we put in place a pension scheme for all workers. For far too many of our people, the end of their lives is marked by poverty. Too many people either have no pensions at all or have inadequate pensions to meet the needs of old age. In the informal sectors of the economy especially, most people work without any thought to pension coverage. And when they no longer have the strength to work, their lives become miserable.
Well, the president also spoke about a robust pension scheme covering all workers, including those in the informal sector. Now, according to the Labour Force Survey report, 1.2 million Ghanaians are unemployed, and among the remaining employed, 85% are in the informal sector. Next, we take a look at the informal sector and the need for more supervision for mandatory pension scheme contributions. Here's Karin Dodu's report.
My friends and I, we have about 3 cars. With the pension services, well, like when I started driving, because I used to pay my snit and everything, they were taking almost 150 cedis. And then with the driving, when you save at least 5 CD or maybe 10 CD a day, that one doesn't go to the bank. It's in your maybe your money box. You save it at the end of the month. You can get that same amount, and then you pay back. Either put in your pension trust or you do a funeral policy for your parents, or any of them that you want to do. You just make up your mind that okay, after every so maybe I keep 10 CD. So maybe Monday to Friday you can save like 50 CDs for first week. Normally there are 4 weeks in a month, so you save 50 CDs a week. So at the end of the month you have 200 Ghana cedis aside the money you are saving in the bank for this kind of insurance and the rest.
I sit down every year, as I'm a boss. Until Jumana may have in your scabia and I'm a cool more. And I'm sad in internet, Mamma Scout Bank now. But my bonfires met me every year. I come also on me, apart from that.
For now, I'm investing all my profits into the house I'm building. When I'm done, then I will concentrate on my pension.
So project now, my person flew on into a mamma, yes, and I can't crave in South India. I'm going to be the Nanyamiad flew on my background, my could be a the Amama Banas is can't head under the ending.
The informal sector is indeed the bread basket of this nation. It's indeed the informal sector that operates as though it's formal sector. Documentation, however, is poorly done, and therefore we are unable to capture them. That's why your first question even becomes germane, that what is the true picture of it? If we take organizers, they are operating in the informal sector, but nobody captures them per se. We have numerous fitters who service you and I when the need arises. They are not fully and properly captured. Garages, the Makola operators, the various vendors in diverse ways, even our friends who try to repair our shoes and so forth and so on. of the informal sector, you do not have avalanche of confusion in this country, because that is what the bread basket is about. Otherwise, no government can survive in this country. It's the informal sector that has saved the situation. Our great farmers, our fishermen, our garages, our fitters, and the Makola people, and the market women generally, they are saving this nation.
Out of 13 million Ghanaians who are eligible to work, just about 1.5 million have access to Social Security. That's not good enough. We are talking about just about 12% of Ghanaians who, when they retire today, can claim some Social Security. That's not right.
Why are they not getting it?
You have to contribute to Social Security. The system we have in Ghana is contributory. So, on that second pillar of social protection, we are still excluding many people. If you look at the Social Security law, if you are employed, your employer pays part, you pay part. But if you take the third tier, which is designed for informal economy, it's voluntary. So hardly will people who earn less than $2 a day will go and put something for the future.
With various other sectors that are in the public sector, should consciously make effort, and there is always a way out of these things, by engaging the sectors. That's why they are there in the first place. They should engage masons. They should engage separately. They should engage carpenters separately, organizers separately, have their leaders. So you talk about these things because they are there. But we don't engage them. It's only for sometimes political purposes. This has been said and said and said, but still we are walking about it. We need to consciously get seated, have this conversation, have them properly captured, and it's good for the nation. So we reduce the burden on you and I, who operate in the formal sector, and therefore we are the ones that are available, and so no matter what, go after them.
Of course, and that caps our reporting on May Day celebrations, which focus on pensions. Well, let's move on to tonight's Joy Business Van. Now, football has evolved over time from being just a game that people love to become a contributor to economic growth. It is said to be the 17th largest global economy, and countries where the game is properly managed is very profitable. On the Joy Business Van today, we bring you the story of an entrepreneur, Robert Coleman, who is contributing to the development of the game here in Ghana with the ambition of constructing an artificial turf in every constituency. The spotlight is on the Wembley Sports Construction Company. Children playing on bare pitches. Ask any of them, they tell you the ambition is to become football stars and play in major leagues around the world. And why not? Football has become very profitable and players' wages are on the rise. And quite a number of Ghanaian players are making it big. Asamoah Gyan, Stephen Appiah, Michael Essien, the Ayew brothers, the list goes on. But they all started from the bare pitch. Robert Coleman is a lover of sports, football to be precise, and he wants to see the game develop. That was enough motivation to start a business to construct artificial pitches across the country.
What drove me to go into artificial turfs has to do with the passion. Because when you look at the pitches, the dilapidated pitches, the Sakura parks, the gravels that we have all over, sometimes I travel outside and I see pitches. You see kids playing on these pitches, and I'm excited. So what really drove me to move into AstroTurf has to do with passion.
He quit a well-paying job as communications manager of waste management company Zoom Lion to pursue this. An artificial turf is a surface of synthetic fibers made to look like natural grass. It requires no irrigation or trimming. It first gained attention in 1966.
When we have the land, all we need to take is the size of the land, and because we don't manufacture the artificial turf or the AstroTurf in Ghana, we send the size to our manufacturers, and then it takes them 1 week to do the manufacturing, after which it is shipped and then we clear at the port. But once we do that, then we are on site doing the earthworks.
When Robert conceived the idea some 5 years ago, he decided he and his team should get trained in Turkey. Then they were prepared to carry out their first project at Kotobabi, a suburb of Accra.
When we did that park, Asamoah Gyan, the captain of the Black Stars, Stephen Appiah, the former captain of the Black Stars, Adebayo, Eto, and co, they all came to Kotobabi to play football there, and they were extremely excited about the quality. So after the football match, Asamoah Gyan met with myself, and we discussed the possibility of we replicating what we have done in Kotobabi in Accra Academy.
But he has a bigger plan, what he calls the one constituency, one artificial turf. So far, Wembley has carried out construction work in 7 constituencies. The cost of artificial grass and installation varies depending on the kind of project. That could be around 200,000 Ghana cedis or more. When Robert started off, he got support from banks, which thought of his business idea as viable. But for the kind of project he's undertaking, he says he requires more funding, and then there's land litigation issues too.
You get to a place, you want to develop the land, and you have a lot of people coming in to claim ownership. For example, the land that we have at Labadi, they took it to court, and we had to wait for a very long time before we started construction again. Secondly, funds is a huge problem. And you know, in recent times, if you have an idea and you want to develop, and you go to the banks, even though Omni Bank helped us initially, Republic Bank is on board. We will wish that we will get a bank that will give us a huge line so that we can be able to replicate this AstroTurf in a lot of areas. Let me throw it to you. Throw it.
It's like a magnet.
Yes.
Like a magnet.
The football.
It sticks to the floor and comes back to you like a boomerang.
Yes. Do you like the football pitch? You like it? Very nice. Okay. The impact we want to make is to transform the various pitches that we have. We have the normalization committee currently that has been set up by FIFA, and they are trying to normalize Ghana football. You understand? The problem or the question I keep on asking is that now we have a lot of teams playing the normalization special cup. But when you go to the football pitches that they play the matches on, I don't call them stadiums. They are all parks. And it is a huge problem.
And that is what Robert wants to fix with Wembley. He, like many others, wants to see an improvement in sporting facilities to develop talents and nurture society. Robert also wants to go into manufacturing of granules, the artificial turf's base material made from recycled tires. While he works on that for now, Robert is propagating his message of one constituency, one artificial turf.
All that we want to do is that every constituency, schools, churches, metropolitan assemblies, we need to sell the idea to them. We came to Mary Mother, we sold the idea to them, and then they saw that, look, if they are able to do this, it will help the students. And the students are excited about it. As I speak to you now, we have approached all MPs, written formally to them, sent brochures to them. They have also written, expressing interest. So the vision that we have is about completion and ensuring that we have these artificial turfs everywhere in the country.
And West Africa, perhaps.
This is Wembley Sports Complex. That's the place that we all have fun. When you want to see all the Ghanaian professionals, you will see them here. They come here not because of anything, they come here because of the quality of the turf.
Our interesting stuff, and great to see the former Black Stars captain Stephen appear. That's it for our program tonight. There's more news on our website, joybusinessnews.com. We've got the latest from there, of course, from the President's address on May Day. Resolve outstanding pension issues by July. Ekufuado orders Minister Snit. Also, we've got other stories. GCNet deploys smart trade facilitation platform to increase revenue, and PAC orders trade fair company to pay former employees. So if you want to know all what that is about, get to our website, joybusinessnews.com. My name is Darryl Carl. Thanks for watching. We're back same time tomorrow.